Warren Buffett, often called the Oracle of Omaha, has shared timeless lessons about money that resonate across generations. His advice isn't just for billionaires, it's wisdom anyone can adopt to build a strong financial foundation. Let's break down Buffett's principles, making them relatable and actionable for everyday life. Buffett's first lesson is about the power of compounding. He often says, "Time is the friend of the wonderful business, the enemy of the mediocre." This doesn't just apply to businesses, but also to your personal finances. Start investing early, even if it's a small amount. Over time, compounding does the heavy lifting. A $100 investment today can turn into thousands if you give it enough time to grow. Think of it as planting a tree. The sooner you plant it, the sooner it provides shade. Another golden nugget from Buffett is don't lose money. He jokes that this is rule number 1 of investing, with rule number 2 being to never forget rule number 1. While no investment is entirely risk-free, the idea is to avoid reckless decisions. Buffett avoids flashy investments with promises of quick returns, preferring slow and steady growth. You don't need to swing for the fences to build wealth. Consistent singles will do. Buffett emphasizes the importance of living below your means. Despite being one of the richest people in the world, he still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. His point: you don't have to upgrade your lifestyle every time your income increases. Financial freedom comes from controlling your spending, not from earning more and spending more. He also champions investing in yourself. According to Buffett, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving your knowledge, or enhancing your health, these are areas where the returns are immeasurable. When you're smarter and healthier, you're better equipped to make good financial decisions. Buffett advises against chasing trends. He's famously avoided industries he doesn't understand, like tech stocks during the dot-com bubble. His philosophy? Stick to what you know. Instead of jumping on every new financial trend or hot tip, focus on investments that align with your knowledge and expertise. You don't have to understand everything, just enough to make informed decisions. One of his more relatable lessons is the importance of patience. Buffett often says, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Wealth isn't built overnight, it takes years of consistent effort and wise decisions. Whether it's growing a business, saving for retirement, or paying off debt, patience is your best ally. Buffett also stresses the need for emotional control. Markets rise and fall, and so do personal finances. But reacting emotionally, whether out of fear or greed, can lead to poor decisions. He advises staying calm and sticking to your plan, even during turbulent times. One of his lesser-known but impactful lessons is to focus on quality over quantity. Buffett prefers to own a few excellent businesses rather than many mediocre ones. The same applies to your life. Instead of spreading your money across too many things, focus on what truly matters and delivers value, whether it's quality investments, education, or meaningful experiences. Buffett believes in delayed gratification. He's famously frugal and avoids unnecessary luxuries. His advice? Save now to enjoy more later. This doesn't mean depriving yourself entirely, but understanding that a little sacrifice today can lead to significant rewards tomorrow. He also champions the idea of learning from failure. Buffett openly admits to his mistakes and treats them as lessons. When you make a financial misstep, whether it's overspending or a bad investment, analyze it, learn from it, and move forward smarter. Buffett's philosophy extends to giving back. He's pledged the majority of his wealth to charity, showing that money's greatest value comes from helping others. While you may not have billions to give away, adopting a mindset of generosity, whether through time, resources, or expertise, can enrich your life in ways money never could. Another practical tip from Buffett is to avoid debt like the plague. He warns against credit card debt, calling it a financial trap. High-interest debt can quickly erode your wealth, so prioritize paying it off and living within your means. Buffett emphasizes the value of clear goals. He doesn't invest randomly, but always with a clear purpose and strategy. Apply the same principle to your finances. Define what wealth means to you, whether it's retiring early, buying a home, or traveling the world, and create a plan to achieve it. Buffett advocates for protecting your time as a resource. He often talks about saying no to things that don't align with his goals. Time is the one resource you can't earn back, so guard it fiercely. Apply this by avoiding time-wasting activities or distractions that don't contribute to your financial and personal growth. He emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. Buffett believes you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by people who are financially irresponsible or lack ambition, it can influence your decisions. Instead, seek out mentors, friends, or peers who challenge you to think bigger and stay disciplined. Buffett is a big believer in reading and lifelong learning. He once said, "I just sit in my office and read all day." While not everyone can afford that luxury, dedicating even 30 minutes daily to reading about personal finance, investment strategies, or biographies of successful people can have a compounding effect on your knowledge and decision-making abilities. He advises having a long-term perspective in everything you do. Most people focus on immediate gratification, but Buffett's wealth was built by thinking decades ahead. Whether you're investing, building a business, or setting life goals, always ask yourself, will this decision benefit me in 5 or 10 years? Buffett encourages you to simplify your financial strategies. He often criticizes overcomplicated financial products and schemes. Wealth building isn't rocket science. Earn more, spend less, and invest the difference. Simplifying your finances makes it easier to stay on track and avoid costly mistakes. One of Buffett's philosophies is to understand the value of a dollar. Even though he's a billionaire, he's known for enjoying simple things like a $3 breakfast from McDonald's. It's not about being cheap, it's about understanding that every dollar saved or invested today has the potential to grow significantly over time. Buffett frequently warns against letting ego guide your decisions. Many people make poor financial choices because they want to show off. Buffett focuses on results, not appearances. The takeaway here is to make decisions based on what will truly improve your financial situation, not what looks good to others. Another point Buffett makes is to stay humble and avoid overconfidence. He's famously cautious even in success. When things are going well, it's easy to think you've mastered it all, but that's when you're most vulnerable to making mistakes. Always remain grounded, continue learning, and don't take unnecessary risks. He believes in understanding the risks of leverage. While debt can sometimes be useful, Buffett avoids it as much as possible. He knows that borrowing money amplifies both potential gains and losses, and he prefers financial freedom over the stress of being over-leveraged. If you can avoid borrowing for non-essential purchases, you're already ahead. Buffett often talks about the importance of patience in negotiations. Whether buying a car, house, or stock, he waits for the right opportunity to strike a good deal. This principle can be applied to everyday life. Don't rush into financial decisions. A little patience can save you thousands in the long run. One overlooked lesson from Buffett is the power of contentment. Despite his immense wealth, he values simplicity and focuses on things that bring lasting happiness, like meaningful relationships and purposeful work. Real wealth isn't just about money, it's about living a fulfilling life. Buffett champions the idea of thinking like an owner, not a consumer. He often looks at businesses from the perspective of how they can generate value over time. Apply this mindset by asking yourself how your purchases, investments, or skills can bring long-term benefits rather than just short-term satisfaction. He also stresses the importance of developing a thick skin. Financial success often comes with criticism, doubts from others, or even failures. Buffett has faced scrutiny for his strategies but always stuck to what he believed was right. Stay focused on your goals, even when others doubt you. Lastly, Buffett reminds us of the importance of teaching others. He's a firm believer in sharing knowledge, whether through his annual letters to shareholders or speaking engagements. Teaching others what you've learned reinforces your understanding and spreads valuable knowledge that can uplift others. With these principles, you're not just learning how to manage money, you're gaining a mindset that transforms the way you approach wealth and life. Each small change you make compounds over time, just like Buffett's investments. Start today and let these lessons guide you toward financial independence and fulfillment. Also, if you found value in the video, please subscribe to keep more videos like these coming.